really awkward. Hi everyone, my name is Lavish B. This video is gonna be about my veneer experience with Dr. Gonzaga Tabares in Cali, Colombia. So let's talk. So first I wanna get into a question and answer session about everything that happened. I've been getting a few questions and I've responded to a few people, but I figure there's more people out here that may wanna know some of these things. So here we have it. Let's get into the questions. I have my handy dandy notebook. Question number one, what kind of veneers did you get? I got 100% porcelain veneers. How long did it take? It took 6 hours total. I was there from about maybe 8 in the morning. They didn't start my veneers until like 10, I wanna say. Well, the whole entire process from the cleaning. Started at 10, then we left at about 2 p.m. in the afternoon. We're supposed to return at like 6:30, but the driver was late, so we got back to his office at about like 7 p.m. They got started at like 7:30. They were done applying them by about 9:30. So yeah, it took 6 hours total, 4 in the morning and then 2 for the final portion. How many veneers did you get? I got 12 and 12, so 12 top, 12 bottom veneers. How much did it cost? It costed me a total of $7,300 for 12 and 12 porcelain veneers. The base price for resin composite veneers is $45.50. Resin composite veneers are the ones that are 80-20, so 80% porcelain and 20%, they call it plastic. I don't know exactly what it's made from, but it's a moldable material. So for 10 and 10 resin, it's $45.50. For an extra 4, so if you want 12 and 12 resin, it is going to be $5,050. My porcelain and the extra 4 teeth were an add-on of $27.50. So the base price of $45.50 plus an additional $27.50 to convert to 100% porcelain and get the extra 4 veneers. These prices are totally assuming that you don't need any other work done to your teeth, that you don't need to have any cavities removed, you don't need any root canals or anything extra done to your teeth. Where did you go? I went to Cali, Colombia. Was it painful? No, it wasn't really painful. The only thing was the pinch of the needle from the anesthesia, the numbing medicine that they put into your gum line to prepare you for gum contouring. Did they shave your teeth down? Yes, they did shave my teeth down. You want to get your teeth shaved down, I want to say, if you're getting porcelain veneers, because you want them to look as natural as possible. When you get the composite resin, they can shape them. They can make them really, really, really thin, and then they can just polish over them. With porcelain, since it's molded, it's gonna already come out shiny, and if they try to file them down to too much, then they'll lose their shine. But they only shave my teeth down a 1/2 millimeter. If you look at a ruler and see what a 1/2 millimeter looks like, it's very minimal shaving. Another question I got was regarding my COVID testing in Colombia. So I had to get a COVID test in order to return back to the United States. And the driver took me to a lab there. It was called Bio Labs. It's in the comment section on my previous video, but I'll also list it in the description here. But it was $40 US, and I don't know why. It's cheaper than the PCR test because they require you to get an antigen test to come back into the United States. And so I don't know why it's different, because they still swab the back of your nose. They still swab the back of your nose. It's still gonna go all up in your business. So it wasn't that bad though. They didn't do it for too long. It was like maybe 3 seconds in there and we're done. They emailed me my results within like maybe 30 minutes to an hour after I left the clinic. That's pretty much for the questions that I get most frequently regarding my veneers. If you have any other questions, make sure you leave them below. I am quick to respond, and I don't mind answering any questions. Okay, now I want to go over some key topics. For one is doing an inquiry. The way I did my inquiry was I sent a DM to Dr. Gonzaga Tabares, so that's at Dr. GONZAGA Dr. Gonzaga Tabares on Instagram. And I told them that I was interested in getting veneers. And so they said, hey, send back some pictures. They told me which angles to take. Dr. Gonzaga Tabares' team is very responsive. You send a message, they're going to respond back. There are several members of the staff that are always manning his DMs. So they'll get back to you really quickly. Another key topic, the hotel stay and driver are included in the price of your veneers. So Dr. Tabares gets your information and he makes the reservation at the hotel, the Intercontinental Hotel there in Colombia for you. So you don't have to worry about finding stay or booking a driver or Ubers or transfers. It's all taken care of for you. Another key topic, his staff is very nice. His staff is very nice. The office is squeaky clean, like like an operating room. Like seriously, it's so clean there. I really like that. Another key topic, Dr. Tabares does not do all the work. So when you go here, be prepared to have many people in and out of your mouth. Not too many. There was a dental assistant that was assigned to me who did my cleaning. She did a deep cleaning for me. She was the first person I came in contact with after I got like all suited up. She took very good care of me. She was gentle. She took her time. And then came into contact with Dr. Tabares. He came in and chatted with me. And he basically told me what he thinks that I needed. You know, I let him know that I was interested in getting 100% porcelain. And so he telling me that I would be a great candidate for it. He was telling me about how, you know, it would require some shaving down to some degree. And he just basically gave me the whole plan. He asked me what I wanted to see. I told him I wanted them to be the best version of the teeth that I already had. And so I didn't want them to be any longer or any shorter. And he said it was perfect. So, yeah. Then after him, he brought in another dentist. So this dentist is the one who does the gum contouring, the shaving down of the teeth, the application of the teeth, the application of the veneers. And yeah, so there was all in all 3 people in my mouth, and 4 if you include the cameraman, because he was all up in my business too, taking before and after photos. Another key topic I want to touch on is the food there in Cali, Colombia. Mostly I'm speaking about the food there at the hotel because they have a variety of restaurants for you to choose from. You basically sit in the same area and you can choose things from different menus and they bring it to you there. The food was subpar. I am a foodie. I am from Chicago. We got some of the best food, whether it's the hole in the walls to the fine dining restaurants. We got some of the best food you're gonna ever come across in your life. If you ain't been to Chicago, hit me up. I'm gonna tell you where to go. But yeah, so I'm spoiled when it comes to food, and the food was just subpar. But it's okay. It was a quick trip, you know what I'm saying, and it made it do. It was very expensive for it to be what it was. But yeah, that's all I want to say about that. Another key topic I want to hit on. There is no English in this country. You are going to South America. Get prepared. You know, it's not hard. Download Google Translate. Save the Spanish language to your phone. That way, if you ever have a problem with connectivity, because you will have a problem with connectivity. Unless you go and buy a SIM card there in Colombia, you are going to have a problem with connectivity. Basically, I only had service in the hotel, in the dentist office. That was it, because it was Wi-Fi. And yeah, so as far as like the language barrier, yeah, it's tough. However, it's to be expected. You going out of the country, you getting the bang for your buck. The people are still very, very nice. It's just they won't understand what you're saying. So you gotta accommodate them, and they're gonna try their best to accommodate you. So luckily for me, I speak a little Spanish. You know what I'm saying? I'm not fluent or anything. However, it did make it a little bit easier knowing, how to greet people and, how to ask questions and just a general understanding of the things that they would say to you on basic and day-to-day interactions. So that's that on that. Next, I want to talk about my personal experience here in Cali, Colombia. So I love the dental assistant that cleaned my teeth. She was perfect. Not so much the dentist that did the work. He was very impatient and very, I don't know, like kind of aggressive a little bit, like with my teeth. Teeth are a sensitive subject. A lot of people have a fear of the dentist because, like there's a lot of great pain involved with teeth. And I just feel like he didn't really want to take his time with me. So it was kind of a sore subject, you know what I'm saying? But I took it, I took it like a champ or whatever. We were having issues because I was feeling some sensitivity when it came down to the shaving. I felt like, when I would let him know, like, hey, okay, like that hurt. He was like, okay, but I have to do it. I'm like, I know you have to do it, but I don't want to feel it. So give me another shot, like something. But it was a little, that was a little annoying to have someone in your mouth for that long, doing all that from the gum contouring to the filing. And then it's like, while he was doing the work on me, he was like shaking his arm out like, oh, I'm tired of this, basically. He wasn't saying that, but, well, he could have been saying it. I wouldn't have known. But, he was like shaking his arm out. And then it's like, like, are you sighing while you're working on my mouth? But that's neither here nor there. And then when it came down to it in the end, I'll tell you about that in a moment. Another thing is Dr. Tabares was amazing. When he came in, he was so sweet, so kind. He's full of energy. He's coming in. He's going to tell you, exactly what you need. What he recommends. He's got plenty of experience. So I completely trusted him to tell me what was best for my mouth, for my teeth, for my smile. And, I just really enjoyed the energy that he brought into the room, you know what I'm saying? And he kept coming back periodically to check on me and saying, hey, how you doing? Is everything okay? My husband was there with me, so he was allowing, us to go into each other's rooms when we, had a little bit of downtime, or, they finished him up before they finished me up. So I went there and watched them finish up on him. But yeah, Dr. Tabares was amazing, great guy. Last but not least, I am going back to Colombia because I am not completely satisfied with my veneers. And they look so great. However, let me see if I can get in close here. You can probably see that here my canine is really defined. And so you can see that there's a point there, and then the tooth next to it is a little bit shorter. And then as you get over here, the canine is not as defined, and it's like almost even with the tooth that's next to it. And so I want that fixed, and I did reach out to them and I let them know, like, hey, as time goes on, like this is kind of starting to bother me that it's not perfect. I really want that fixed. And so other than that, like my smile is amazing, like super bright. It's beautiful. It's really beautiful. But I do want that fixed. And I'm such a perfectionist that it's going to bother me if I don't go get it taken care of. And so, yeah, I'm trying to figure out now exactly when I'm going to be going back. Got to book that trip again. And it's going to be taken care of by Dr. Tabares. He does give you a warranty for 1 year. If you're not happy with anything, if anything happens within that year, you can't come back free of charge. You just have to pay for your flight, and they'll take care of it for you. As far as caring for my teeth, it's a lot similar to what you typically do. However, it's like necessary. Like, you have to brush 3 times at minimum. You're gonna want to brush more than that, because feeling like anything is in your teeth is gonna bother you, or anything is sitting on your teeth is gonna bother you. You have to floss 3 times a day. You have to rinse with fluoride mouth rinse. Since then, we have bought a water pick. We bought an Oral-B Genius toothbrush, and we're just going with the flow, doing whatever we can to take care of these new smiles that we have. Yeah, so that's pretty much it as far as my experience. Some questions that I frequently get, key topics and things like that. Here's another glimpse at my smile. It's so nice, and it feels perfectly normal now. Like, it took me up until maybe this week to like start feeling normal. So it's been about 3 weeks. It took 3 weeks for me to start feeling like, okay, now I can talk normally. At first I was feeling like I had like a little bit of a lisp, because it kind of feels like something foreign is in your mouth. And I was getting a lot of like saliva for a while, but now everything's pretty much back to normal. Feels perfectly normal. Feels like nothing's there. My bite is back completely closed. At first, your bite won't be the same. It won't. It'll feel like, hey, what did they do? And it'll throw you for a loop. But now my bite is back to normal. I can completely close my back teeth. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So once again, thank you so much for watching my video. Hopefully I got some good footage out of this. And I won't have to do too much editing, because yeah, I suck at that. But if you have any more questions, anything that you can think of that I didn't touch on in this video, please let me know. Like I said before, you can ask me any questions you want down in the comments, and I will be sure to get back to you.